know if anybody made it back with us, Tony. I think it's just me and you. I don't think anybody believed I was going to go download the video and come back. Restart.
M_right19 says, I am here, hello John.
Hello to you.
Tony D. Almeida 3 says, if anybody's here, put a 1 in the chat.
Joanne8775 says, 1.
I see there's a few people.
Ben Mom 2024 says, 1.
Tony D. Almeida 3 says, 1.
Just confirming the last four is 6562.
Well, welcome back, everyone.
46.
Texas Man the Legend says, John, can you burn me a copy of that Clue Romeo and Juliet movie?
Good morning to you.
Connie E9Q4H says, what's up?
What's happening?
Connie E9Q for H says, will it stay on Twitch?
Show me 10-8. If not,
Not sure.
Clear.
I'm not sure. That's why I wanted to download it, because it got a little dicey.
Black in color to Rhoda Cutaway.
Epsilon Live _ Gaming just resubscribed.
Thank you, Epsilon. Tthank you for the
BC
subscription.
Scan says Botrix has successfully joined the channel.
Thank you for the subscription. We gotta watch out for Frankie over here.
AD101M says Shocked Gray is back. Ha, thought he lied again.
No. Man, if we would have been if I
Jennifer
didn't.
Miller says, I couldn't stop thinking about what would have happened had we not been there. That poor dude would have been black and
Yep.
that girl would be in jail too.
Yep. Jethro, you've been watching this community for a while. Have you ever seen a video like that before?
3S says, did you put TikTok back on?
Yes, TikTok is back. Twitch is the best platform. Twitch is the best platform.
Connie E9Q4H says he said he was coming back.
And here I am. I should be live on all platforms. Jethro, have you ever seen anybody get content like that? As long as we've been in this community? That comes from night after night after night after night of just grinding. And building up local support, because that's what you need in order to do this without getting taken out, is local support.
Jethro Miller says, I've only seen one other thing crazier than that I saw a guy go pew-pew on People Live.
Ah. That's crazy. I hope I don't get to do that.
They did not specify they wanted contact. They called via 911.
Farjan Bastic
Caller
says
was
that was good stuff.
uncooperative and disconnected before answering any further questions for me.
Dean Vinton Music says, hey, John, you went on late tonight.
Yep, we were on earlier.
Tony D. Almeida 3 says, it's only John fucking Gray. He's an awesome streamer.
I don't know about that.
Alan Blevins 423 sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
I hope that guy doesn't get PP whipped tonight.
It's true. He, in theory, should be the most protected person in that place tonight because we all know about it.
Alan Blevins 423 sent a popular vote.
Thank you. We're popular now.
Melanie Sip 1784 says, so did he get arrested for lying to the cops or what?
No. EPO. Emergency protection order, breaking it. Let's go to Freeport. Things might be normal. Let's see.
Kai.1.0 says feeling cute might write you some tickets.
Texas Intelligence says went in for a disturbance call and ended up getting some tea.
Right? The last time I got in an elevator like that, there was only 2 cops, so that wasn't that big of a deal. That got a little close. I was, of course, on the outside, not in between anybody. I wasn't in between the suspect and the cops. I was just a fly on the wall. I was just a fly on the wall. I was lucky I didn't get trespassed. All right, we're coming into Freeport. There's a cop sitting right by the license plate reader.
Jethro Miller says, am I mistaken? Or was there also an issue with him keeping his foot in the door legally?
That's what they do. They do that so if you shut the door, then they can say, oh, he assaulted me.
Big Devip says, I adds.
Yeah, they do that so. Big Dave, you shouldn't be getting ads. That's weird. That's why they do that. And then they have a reason also to make entry at that point. You assaulted an officer.
LevelUp.tx says, go pick up Toby.
I don't know if he needs us tonight. I don't know if he needs us tonight. Hello, I'm the girl from the Red Ram. See her live about me and my husband. Red Ram, Red Ram. Oh, thank you for coming in.
AD101M says, Toby here. Screw you, chat.
No, I don't control that. It's not working on Twitch? The TTS? Let me see. Let me turn on the old
Jethro
one.
Miller says TTS test on landscape mode.
It was working fine before.
Melanie Sip 1784 says, nope.
It's working. I just heard you. Maybe it connected to Wi-Fi again. Let me double check. Guys, that escalated quickly. We went from sitting in Sarah's parking lot to that. Now it is. Is it though? Maybe Freeport. Let me turn up the other one. Let me pull over here, see if I can look at this, guys. Seems intermittent, okay. How about the video quality? The video quality is good? Oh, it was doing the same thing last stream? Let me check the other one.
BC scanner says test. Cheryl says video is fine, but we like to talk mess.
Okay, I'll use this one.
Epsilon live _ gaming says vid is great. Saw my car perfectly as I passed you.
Well, guys, we're in Freeport now. I'll just use the old one.
Andy AM says test
Andy says
123.
Test 123.
Do you see that? That is so weird. It's not lagging, it's just like not reading everybody. Like, I don't know the fix for that, right? Like...
Texas Man the Legend says, John, hats off to you. That was crazy work. Excellent field journalism there,
Cheryl
sir.
says, you earned
Tony
cameraman
Dalmada
tonight.
3 says always film 50.
Always.
Cheryl says you earned cameraman tonight.
Will do.
Dean Vincent Music says, John, have you tried the new Bird City map condition on Arc Raiders yet?
No, I have not. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Is that the one where you got to be 40, level 40, and then it's...
Melanie Syop 1784 says, can she get the EPO removed?
Yeah, she could. Let's go to court for it, though.
Big Dave BCTX says, not sure if you heard, but backup job is bellhop.
Yes. Yeah. Well, she needed help. Who am I gonna... I knew they were plotting to go in that... Did you guys see? I knew they were plotting to go in the room when I saw the black gloves come out. He was ready.
Dean Vincent Music says John the First was hoping you would so you could tell me about it, LOL.
Oh, yeah, I'm...
8101M says Angleton told us you're an activist.
Yes, I'm definitely... I'm a journalist and an activist.
Texas Man the Legend says, did not have Clue Love Triangle on my bingo card.
Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
Platano P says that cop is definitely going to volunteer to do the strip search just to see.
I got you. I got you. I see what you did there. It took me a minute, but I get it. I see what you're talking about, Platano. Hey, thank you for the follow.
Cheryl says, because they were there 2 days before LOL.
Big Devept says, what did he say his girlfriend be doing since she stopped messing with that cop? Audio cut put a bit during that scene.
I have to go back and see the video.
5412, we're clear back in terrace.
AD101M says clued here I already seen. Lie detector said that was a damn lie.
Cheryl says, it didn't.
Mojo 60 here. Hi, Mojo. Anyways, bye.
Yeah, it's random. Because the other one is working perfectly. The cheap one. Cheap TTS is working fine. Expensive TTS, not so good.
46, copy LP.
46.
King Zebra Victor 542.
AD101M says Clute here. My lollipop was tiny, but gave her cavities.
At Dan Vincent Music says the Bird City thing, John, is where it
brings in more zip lines to use in combat, and the map will be covered in flocks of birds.
Oh.
Stream Elements says, Eld Murders just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you for the 100 bits. LD, thank you so much.
That plate returns back to a white color 2018 Honda Accord. Registered owner is a Crystal Watson. She resides at the Oaks with Jackson.
Cherie says Platano P.
That's clear. Do we have a phone number?
Negative, inside.
Big Devet says, no, I heard it too. Also said it was Q word.
I
Cherie
didn't.
says levelup.tx, probably so.
Apartment 1503 would be 1503.
Melanie Sip 1784 says, I wonder how they knew she had EPO against him.
Don't know. I'm glad I didn't spend all night standing around the cop cars. That's what I was gonna do. Just wait for them to come out. Did you guys see? I just put you guys like in my pocket so we can get past the manager.
Big Devet says, Texas Man Felligin says TTS is about to get on the same list as the printer.
Sorry guys. I don't know. I have limited things I can do in the Camaro.
Cherie says we are glad you went in.
It's how I got in. I just put you guys down like I was some ninja shit right there. That was that next level ninja shit. Let me see if I can look at that computer.
Dean Vincent Music says, John, do you have a power inverter or thought about getting one?
I do. Texas Man gave me one. We've got pretty much the power issues in here resolved. I might add a computer in here. If I add the computer, then we will. I got to move the online scanner stream to another computer, then I'll have that computer and I can put that computer in here. So it'll be in here all the time. It's just a little mini computer. But it works pretty good for streaming. It worked for what we needed in here.
452, show me how to go.
Good work, Ninja.
452 clear.
Is the horizontal live staying live now? Or did it also quit again after 3 minutes?
And Jeffro-Miller says landscape mode working good so far.
Very good.
Andy AM says Texas man canceled his reservations at that hotel LMAO.
Yeah, the TTS is not right. I had to restart StreamerBot maybe. It's not one thing, it's the other.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Deadly Kitten 979.
Thank you for the follow.
At Dan Vincent Music says John, it wouldn't be a normal night if we didn't have issues law.
Yeah, I'll just use the old TTS. Okay. Oh, we gotta get the big scanner on too.
Texas man the legend says I got put in the corner.
No, it's my issues.
Andy AM says first night of steaming everyone be cool. At Dan Vincent Music says I don't know how to feel. I saw things from the 90s in an antique store labeled as Antiques Law.
Alright, looks like it has to do with Freeport, the connection. Is it a good internet on the street you grew up on?
9271.
Can I have that flash on this?
Hi, yes, please.
At Ed101M says Dean Music, please make a song about all the damn issues this streamer has.
I think we're doing a lot for the space we have.
446, I'm contacting maintenance and something about an apartment, but I wasn't clear.
10-4, another resident accidentally locked themselves out of their apartment.
At Deanne Vincent Music says I can do that, make it a comedy song.
I need to still put your songs in the intro.
1503.
That's it there. Also, do we need to change the location of this call to the Oaks of Lake Jackson instead of Gateway?
That's right.
Texas Man the Legend says I think you need to conduct an interview with that Allison lady. At Sorthpang8046 says at 101 meters you should make a song for John, he can play the song every day.
I'm gonna do that, but I didn't want to do it live. Because, I mean, technically she is a victim of a crime, right? So I don't want to do it live. Plus, God only knows what they'll say, so I'm gonna try to do that. Get additional
At
information.
Deanne Vincent Music says John, have you worked on the Clutzy Notes video yet?
I need to do that.
Cheryl says IWE need to know.
But I wasn't gonna do it. I could have, but I didn't want to do it live. So I can kind of clean it up and make it social media friendly.
Cheryl says, was she a victim? She seemed pretty hyped.
She looked like she could handle her own. But I don't know the
And
situation.
Swordpang8046 says, John Gray, how was your night so far been?
So far, so good.
Texas Man the Legend says she didn't seem to be in the frame of mind for an interview at that exact moment.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
Mets12 says, howdy, John.
Howdy. I can't believe it worked in the elevator. I can't believe it worked in the elevator. I thought for sure it was going to go out in the elevator. That's why I was like, let's take the stairs.
And Jethro-Miller says it seems to be working again, hooray. Cheryl says she was telling that guy go shut up.
Here, I'll get up here, I'll restart.
Wicked Clowns 83 says,
Wicked
hey John,
Clowns
sorry
83
not
says,
talkative
"Hey John,
tonight,
sorry
took an
not
ambulance
talkative
ride
tonight,
today
took an
from
ambulance
slicing my
ride today
palm
from
open
slicing my palm open and couldn't stop the bleeding from being on blood thinners, so I got 26 stitches and just been lurking."
Oh, well, I hope you can feel better soon. Don't do that no more. Don't do that anymore. Don't do that no more.
Texas Man the Legend says out.
Let me see if I can fix the TTS up here. It won't take me but a second. Then we'll get right back to work.
Mets12 says, I'm surprised they let her in the elevator as well.
Well, she came in there. I don't think they thought she was going to go in there. It all happened so fast. Give me a second. Let me fix the TTS.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, yeah, don't even know what I cut it. It was working on my car SMH.
I'm 146, has to leave a message.
Oh, I know what it's doing.
1907, can you roll this up?
0762.
It's also ending mile the same as beginning.
And Sword Pen 8046 says, Vincent Music, I'm happy.
07, go ahead.
Ending mileage is the same as the beginning.
10-4.
Oh, come on. Let me close it and reopen it.
Farjan Bastage says, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Mets 12 says, John Watt was for dinner, boss man.
Oh, what did I have? Spaghetti.
At Goodleboy 63 says 1.
It won't close.
Confirming contact with
Cherie says Patano P must have been worth it. Maybe the other person we saw was her mom and maybe she did the EPO.
I can't fix it. Alright, that computer is just not responding to me. One day when I get rich, we'll get new computers, guys, but right now we're just piecing it all together.
says, someone asking if you've heard anything about the runaway from Clute.
I have not heard anything about the runaway from Clute. I heard, but I haven't heard an update. I thought they were from Lake Jackson, actually. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Let's check on Sector JG.
Good.
Out with the mom.
10-4.
Wait, can you advise her that she's now at the police department?
10-4, she's Oyster Creek meeting?
Oyster Creek meeting?
Okay.
I don't know how she was involved.
Mets 12 says, did you turn us down?
It's just acting weird. It's hit or miss whether it works or not.
Mets 12 says
Mets
that
12
one cop
says
was mad,
that
wasn't
one
he,
cop
John?
was mad, wasn't he, John?
And Ed 101M says someone is asked. Andy AM says any
RTM
update on
says,
Grumpy
any
OL
update on
Lady.
Grumpy or Lady?
I have not heard.
Jordan King 23 _ says what up, John?
What's happening?
At Ed 101M says someone is asking when are you going to get this streaming crap together?
Oh, soon. It's just my first day. Give me a break. It's my first day of streaming.
And Sorthpang 8046 says this morning I have pasta for breakfast.
Oh, not a bad idea.
Cheryl says a very long first day.
Just like one continuous long Groundhog Day.
Andy AM says Cheerwell 100.
Stream Element says.
Stream Element says Andy AM just cheered
100
100 bits. At Dean Vincent Music says John, we got the first body from a bayou of 2026 today.
Oh,
it
man.
was pulled from Cypress Creek near the North Freeway.
Dang.
Wicked Clowns 83 says Twitch still loves you, John.
Thanks.
Cheryl says Twitch loves you.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Mets 12 says who you got in the Super Bowl, John.
Bad Bunny. I got Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl. Because that shit's gonna be fun. Not because I know anything.
Andy AM says LMAO.
Not because I know anything, but I like anybody who comes in and throws a wrench in the middle of an engine. I'm about that life.
And Sorthpang 8046 says John need a gator everyone.
I'm just gonna love all the people clutching their pearls.
Cheryl says Bunny LOL.
I'm just gonna love all the people clutching their pearls. Oh my God, did you see that? Oh my God. Dear Facebook, that was the worst halftime show I have seen in so many years. I'm waiting for it. I'm down, I'm here for it. Because you already know that's coming.
Mets 12 says stop it, John Law. Andy AM says people be like that, ha.
Uh-huh.
Cheryl says pearls LOL.
Mm-hmm. And that, I think, is going to be
And
fun.
Sorthpang 8046 says John, did you get the goat yet?
The goat? Nope, no goats yet.
At Dean Vincent Music says they will be posting how bad it was before it's even over.
Yeah, it's starting next week. Or this Sunday they're going to start talking about how bad it is. That was worse. They're just getting it all prepared. And I'm for that.
Wicked Clowns 83 says America's butt cheeks will be clinched when it happens, Law.
Right.
Mets 12 says only reason I watch the Super Bowl is for the halftime show, and let me tell you I shouldn't have watched that stupid stuff, Law. At Ed101M says Walmart already raised their price on pearls. At Dean Vincent Music says I wonder if anyone has been going over their drafts for their speech on it law.
That's right. Yeah, they've already drafted it. I ain't seen nothing.
Mets12 says those commercials this year for the Super Bowl was horrible. That's what they will say to law.
Yeah.
At Dean Vincent Music says didn't see or hear anything. Andy AM says I didn't hear nothing. Cheryl says squealing tires, let's go.
What are you talking about? What?
Wicked Clowns 83 says better start talking to Pearl now, telling her you don't wanna her any crap from her next week.
That's right.
Mets12 says oh goodness, now you're going to get stopped for allegedly doing that.
It wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. I mean, that doesn't happen. I was stopped at the
Jethro
time.
Dash Miller says Lisa Collins 5973cc love how your car answers my questions for me.
says,
Thank
it wasn't
you.
John.
Then you can just concentrate on driving.
Yep. No, I would
At
never.
Dean Vincent Music says you can already watch most of the commercials for the Super Bowl on YouTube now. And
Yeah.
Jethro Dash Miller says Lisa Collins 5973cc love how your car answers my questions for me. Thank you. Then you can just concentrate on driving.
Yeah. No, I.
Cheryl says it wasn't John. Cheryl says now you're pulling a Shaggy.
I
At
cringe.
Ed101M says Freeport, it was Pearl squealing her tires.
I cringe when I see streamers
Andy
driving.
AM says John would never, but it'd be pretty damn cool.
I cringe when I see streamers driving down the road reading chat. Like, I had set that up there. I'm locked in on what I'm supposed to be locked in, which is driving safely, right? And I talk to you guys hands-free. It's just like talking on the phone hands-free. And that way I don't do dumb stuff.
Mets12 says I love the way you do it, John. Wicked Clowns 83 says over the scanner we have a broke activist driving a white Camaro, broken back window, squealing tires law.
Yeah, that was me. That would be me.
Cheryl
wait, I
says
was
we are
squealing
watching
tires.
you for a reason. At Dean Vincent Music says I am thinking about setting up a phone and go live while I do DoorDash. At Ed101M says Gray, you cringe at streamers reading the chat and they cringe at your ass sitting at green lights.
Probably. Well,
Cheryl says that way you have 14 million witnesses.
14 million witnesses.
all right, I'm gonna hear when it's working and when it's not working. Maybe I can figure out why it's not working.
And Jethro Dash Miller says, well, it's Saturday morning, I just made some more coffee, let's go. Mets12 says, John, your favorite movie when you grew up.
Not tonight.
At Ed101M says, Toby here. Am I allowed to request another ride this week or is it too soon? At Barney Rebel 8704 says, what's Jethro broken now and caused not to work, John?
Now the other TTS is working.
Cheryl says Rob
Cheryl
Cop.
says, Rob Cop.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I would never shop at Buc-ee's. But I'm going to use your parking lot.
177.
I'm going to use your parking lot, though.
Cheryl says
Cheryl
RoboCop.
says RoboCop.
Now it seems to be working. I'm going to turn it down and see if it
Laura
works.
Reaper is 60 cents, 2 donuts.
Thank you. Now I can hear. Now I can hear everything. Hopefully it keeps working.
Dean Vincent Music says, when you try to see what is going wrong, it goes right, LOL.
Thank you for the donut.
AD101M says, Buc-ee's here. Get your ass out of my parking lot.
They're not John fans at Buc-ee's. Now I quit again.
Mets12 says Twitch TTS isn't working.
I turned it up. I turned you guys back on the old one.
LD Murder says, has anyone watched His and Hers on Netflix?
I have not. Is it good?
I'll be having that team over my unit, person transport route to the PD.
And Sorthpang8046 says, I remember that John was dancing outside of his car.
I wasn't dancing.
22295.3. 22295.3.
Mets12 says, speaking of dancing, when you going to do that again?
Never in a room full of people that live stream all the time. They didn't even have my permission to record me.
LD Murder says, pretty good.
They didn't even have my permission to record me. If you're wondering why I keep doing this same loop, that's because these establishments are about to close, and this is pretty much the only place in
Mets12
town
says,
that's still
can you
open.
grab me a pizza real quick, John?
Yeah, I got you. Pizza.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, John, did you see that guy's screensaver last night, and if so, was it as bad as the cop was trying to make out?
It was,
And Ed101M says, wow, they took that dude to jail from the motel and the one officer went back over there alone.
What? Yeah, I did see it. It was First Amendment protected. It's a picture. It's definitely a picture. He showed it to me. Just glad you guys did not see it. It was a close-up. It was a very...
Melanie Syop 1784 says, I think that girl in black that went up to the door at the hotel was the manager.
Oh, is she? I don't think so, because they said it was her room.
And Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas. We are about 50 miles south of Houston.
That's where we are.
And Ed101M says we seen it and I clutched my pearls. And Jethro-Miller says, has anyone heard from Nanny Goat?
No. Not in a while.
Mets12 says he did say the manager was letting him stay in the room or something like that. Melanie Syop 1784 says because shortly after that the guy opened the door, so that was just a guess.
No, it was her room. That's why they got her permission. She was the one on the they went down, they checked, made sure she was the one on the room. And that's why they had permission to go in at that
Cheryl
point.
says the girlfriend's friend.
Yes, that's what I think it was. It definitely, somebody said it was her mom. It definitely wasn't her mom. I can tell you that much. Because I was kind of eavesdropping. They were talking behind there. I knew she was uncomfortable, so
Melanie Syop 1784 says, oh, okay.
So they were talking right behind me, so I was gathering information, but I didn't want to turn the camera that way because they would stop talking. So I generally have a method to everything. I knew what would happen. If I turned the camera around that way, they would have went somewhere else, but I could hear everything they were saying. But I wasn't going to make her uncomfortable by putting the camera that way. She wasn't involved.
And Sorthpang8046 says John today was bad in California.
What happened?
LD Murders says Cheerwell 100.
Thank you, LD.
Stream Elements says LD Murders just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you, LD.
Mets12 says ain't you smart.
But I've been doing this long enough to know what would happen if I turned the camera around. But then I was getting the information, so. This is not my...
Mets12 says, but it's your first day streaming law.
Oh yeah, it's my first day streaming. I was just kidding.
Cheryl says law.
You guys know that would have happened. They'd have just moved, right?
Melanie Syop 1784 says she said something along the lines as she didn't want to go back home, that's why she was staying in the hotel. Wicked Clowns 83 says when John whispers on scene you know it's going to be good. Melanie Syop 1784 says she just made it worse for him now.
There's not going to be a DA that's going to take that charge. I mean, the DA is going to throw that out, right? They're not going to take it.
136.
They're literally sitting there saying, hey, leave us alone. We want to be together.
297.1. 297.1.
Do you think the DA is going to take that charge? What do you guys think?
136.
But if it did, could you imagine?
Cheryl says they should.
Could you imagine the cop on the stand having to, under oath?
Dean Vincent Music says I will have to go back and watch that I was out of it when you were on.
Could you imagine that cop under oath having to answer those questions if it was? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the situation. I'm not saying anything.
Cheryl says not if they want to win. Stream Elements says Mini King Official just subscribed.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says Cat Lady 623 just subscribed. Stream Elements says Divisible _ just subscribed. Stream Elements says I am critical just subscribed.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says AXRSK3 just subscribed. At Ad101M says
LD.
DA here, yes, I'm taking the charge.
LD,
Cheryl
thank you.
says the cop isn't going to show up. Andy AM says WLD.
LD with the gifted subs, thank you. We do have our 14 million sub goal that we're shooting for. We're that much closer to our 14 million sub goal. We're gonna do it.
Mets 12 says what would happen if they press charges, John?
It'll be a hard case to prove because, well,
It's just me. Lauren 19 says, have you thought about going undercover as a cop and uncovering bad cops internally?
no, I
Law.
don't. No. In the first place, who's going to hire me? Second place, which we should actually move to
And
number one.
Swordpang 8046 says, John, need a t-shirt, just do it.
I have no desire to be a cop. I think I make more of a change in my community doing this. I've never had a desire to be a cop, ever. As a matter of fact, before Victoria died, I was just living my life. Happy computer programmer. I was just living my life, man.
Morning, Gravity.
I never, if you'd asked me, if you'd have told me I was going to be doing this
Post Collins Valley.
for a living,
6:30, 2005.
I would have said you're
6:30,
crazy.
2005.
It's just me. Lauren 19 says it's good that you found purpose in the pain.
I had to, because what I was doing before was not working.
Andy AM says big hugs, John.
He's going to be clear for report.
Morning, 10-4.
Cheryl says they were claiming their love for each other's.
These guys are not on a call, they're just chilling. We all got bad parking, every one of us, every single one of us. Some of us are worse than others.
Mets 12 says, John, you better get out of that parking lot.
I don't know who's worse. I don't know who has the worst parking.
It's just me. Lauren 19 says they're doing a vibe check. Cheryl says hanging out with the 5-0.
I don't know who has the worst parking. Well, let's see, are they on something? Is there something up there? I don't know. Is there some homeless man being beat up or something? Let's go see. I don't want to scare them off though. These guys are a little scattered.
Nice.
Everything's going to be 10-4 with us. So don't throw some mental issues. Keep having service of the device.
Oh, there was a guy there.
This way.
Cheryl says too late, cameraman.
Alright, so that's bad parking. That's bad parking. He's leaving. Alright, let's get out of here. He's going into Buc-ee's. Let's get out of here. He's going into Buc-ee's. I don't want to get trespassed.
Cheryl says Pearl looks beautiful tonight.
I don't want to get trespassed from Buc-ee's. You're gonna have to catch me, coppers.
Mets 12 says, are you free from this location, John?
I'm not trespassed from it, but they're not really happy
Cheryl says,
John
hey,
fans.
bunches. John's loitering.
I'm not loitering. I'm definitely not loitering. I have a purpose. I said
Cheryl says, I'm just kidding, John.
I know you are. I said, were they beating up some homeless man? I was just kidding. I was obviously just kidding. But turned out,
Melanie Syeth 1784 says I thought the guy was going to run from the cops. Mets 12 says tell them John you was just rating who had the worst parking.
Yeah. Just doing a parking check.
Cheryl says I hope no one's missing a light on their bicycle.
Well, we have bike lights if that's an issue.
Mets 12 says John in my city someone made a Facebook page just for bad parking. Does your city have that?
I hope not. Gosh, I hope not. I hope not. Man, I would be featured every week. Oh no.
Mets 12 says no, you have the best parking.
Thanks, Mets 12. That's very kind of you to say.
Cheryl says best parking. Cheryl says why oh no.
I saw a prompt from Stream Elements that is going to get me in trouble. And that's probably, I got to go take that out as soon as I get home. Well, it looks pretty quiet. It looks pretty it looks peaceful.
It's just me. Lauren 19 says I really want to know the history between the girl and the cop. Mets 12 says what's John's favorite candy bar?
Snickers, I guess.
VanMom 2024 says John we don't say the Q word.
I know. Is Reese's a candy bar? Because if I had to pick a favorite one, that...
Mets 12 says nah we heard it we are cooked.
Is Reese's a candy bar?
454, clear.
Reese's, the Reese's cup things? Because if you don't include that, then I'd have to say Snickers.
Mets 12 says yeah it is.
All right, then Reese's.
Cheryl says Reese's is awesome.
Man.
VanMom 2024 says Reese's does have a bar but I don't think so. I always thought I was Reese's Cups.
Jethro Miller says
And
I doubt
Jethro
there was
Dash
a
Miller
relationship.
says I
I think
doubt
the
there
girl
was a
was just being
relationship. I
funny and
think that
clever.
girl was just being funny and clever.
Yeah, we
Fargin Bastard says my favorite.
now you're working?
Andy AM says
Anthony
I say no
says,
they are
I
Cups
say
lol.
no, they are cups LOL.
But you ever notice how when you eat those things, you're mad because you don't have more? Doesn't matter how many you eat. Doesn't matter how many you eat. You're just like, man, I wish I wouldn't have ate them all. At least that's the way it is for me.
VanMom 2024 says I love Reese's. Mets 12 says yes facts. VanMom2024 says now I want some LOL. Cheryl says the girl at the hotel. Yes I do John, even the 4-pack.
If you go, sometimes if you go after the holidays, like at Christmas time, you can get the Christmas tree Reese's on clearance. You get a whole bag of them.
Mets12 says we need a history lesson on the girl and the cop
history
law.
lesson on the girl and the cop LOL.
Well,
Fargin Bastard says he Wasamato.
Andy AM says my favorite is Three Musketeers. Cheryl says oh yes those are bigger and better. Wicked Clowns 83 says how do you eat your Reese's? I always remove the middle first.
I eat them just regular. I can't picture doing that. That seems messy.
Cheryl says they have the eggs at Easter. It's just me. Lauren 19 says my favorite are those little chocolate ball things. Hazelnut I think. I can't say what they are called though. At Jethro-Miller says I can't be the only one who thinks candy doesn't taste the same anymore. Mets12 says does all Skittles taste the same?
Yes.
VanMom2024 says we put Reese's with our s'mores, which is really good, especially with the marshmallows. It's just me. Lauren 19 says ever since COVID Coke doesn't taste the same as before. At Jethro-Miller says Mountain Dew for sure doesn't taste the same. They took all the stuff out of it. That's extremely unhealthy for you but tasted great. VanMom2024 says do you all remember the soda called Surge? Oh my god, fact, when I was a teenager that was my drink. Wicked Clowns 83 says you ever tried dried candy? I don't see what all the hype is about. Lol.
Dried candy? No? You thought it was Stand By Mist? There's nothing going on. All the cops are at Buc-ee's on a break.
VanMom2024 says I think they're talking about freeze-dried candy, John.
Yeah, all the cops are at Buc-ee's and most of the people had already left, so I'm not gonna hang out and film the people.
Cheryl says I'm glad I got some Hershey Kisses because I am craving chocolate now.
I liked how she, and I was just thinking about that last video, how she told the cops they were #1. I gotta appreciate that.
It's just me. Lauren 19 says they're probably there watching your stream waiting for the palm tree. Cheryl says hanging out waiting for the 2 clockers. Cheryl says Whataburger. Mets 12 says Yan wasn't afraid to get up in their window law. At Jethro-Miller says John Harp P5 PSAYS be safe, God loves you.
Oh, thank you. Look at this non-wide right turn. Do I want food? Nah.
Wicked Clowns 83 says she went from 0 to 1,000 with a quickness.
And I'm here for it.
Mets 12 says loved how he was like you got all on this on video too.
I don't know if he knew I was standing there. I gotta go fix that computer. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm sure it just needs a restart.
It's just me. Lauren 19 says, did anyone else hear the cop tell her those had nothing to do with them dating before?
I don't know. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight.
12 notes. I'll make one, please.
Thank you for all the things from all the things. Your support means everything to me, guys.
Mets 12 says boo law.
I can barely keep my eyes open anymore.
Vanmom 2024 says good night, John.
Good night to you.
Cheryl says he said that has nothing to do with it. Melanie Syop 1784 says see you later on tonight.
See you later on tonight.
Mets 12 says good night, John. Have a great night. Sleep well.
You too.
Wicked Clowns 83 says night, John and Trunkies.
Good night.
Andy AM says good night, John and Trunkies. Cheryl says good night, sleepyhead.
Good night, guys.
Wasamatau 0 says see you later.
See you later, guys.